are making good progress. We are making prototypes. We are doing it. Yay! I will have a tangible product by the end of the studio vlog. Today, I thought I'd bring you along as I work on designing a dog bandana that fits all my criterias. Cute, practical, comfy, safe for pets. This video will be a mix of sketching, prototyping, and comfy cozy productivity. We will have a tangible sample by the end of this, so grab a drink, roll up your sleeves, and get productive alongside me. But first, hello! In case this is our first encounter, I'm Ivy. I love all things altruism, artsy, and animal related. My objective is to use my creativity to give back to the animals in need and take you along the journey with me. In this little corner of YouTube that I call Pawzokoo, we aim to create kawaii Asian-inspired pet products for my aspiring small business. And the idea is that each pet product sold will give back to local pet shelters. I've been working on getting this bandana design down for a little while now. If you follow me on Twitch and watch me there, you will know that we've been through many different iterations. I thought I had it down, but the math kept just not mathing. I have been through many prototypes and I've scoured the internet for inspiration. I think I'm ready to give this another shot. I could just go out and buy or use an existing pattern, but I'm stubborn. I added bandanas to my product catalog because I thought that it would be a simple product to make. But the struggle has been real. It's probably just me overthinking everything as I usually do. Wait. Maybe doing this out loud will help me organize my thoughts and arrive at a final design faster, maybe? First of all, it has to be cute. But of course it's gonna be cute because it's gonna feature fabric that I design. Duh. I want 3 or 4 sizes. That decision has not been finalized yet. I will finalize that once I come up with a pattern. More size options is always a good thing, but it's hard for my imaginary small business to carry more sizes because I'm gonna be the one making them. But a good starting point would be to measure my existing collar sizes and take it from there. I want it to be safe, so nothing that ties on, strangling hazard if people don't tie it on properly and then it gets caught onto something, a cage, a couch, a stairs, and or another animal tugs on it during playtime. So as for the attachments, Velcro is a no-go because some dogs shed and the Velcro can get full of the fur. I don't want that. No magnets, very dangerous. In case it falls out of the bandana casing, then it's GG if ingested. Elastics have been a pain to math, like to take into account the elasticity of the elastic. Mathing that has been a pain in the butt. No buckles because I want to keep the bandana lightweight. So conclusion, snap-on buttons, not the sew-on one because that'll take a long time to sew on. The hammer-in ones, I ordered some. I've not tested it out yet. We'll probably test it out together later. I want the bandana to be comfy, so I'm aiming to do this like 90-degree pattern, I call it. The idea is that there's less bulk at the neck if I do it like that. I actually really like the idea of the excess of bulk fabric because I find it very fashionable. I live in Canada and it's cold here and bulky scarves have always been a trend around me, but it makes a little bit less sense for the floofers because they have, or most of them, have fluff and so they might get too hot from it. Besides, I feel like people tend to dress up their animals during the summer more than the winter anyways because you show off your pets to the world more or you spend more time outside actually just more because it's too cold. Who wants to do hour-long walks in the snow anyways except my dog? My dog would love that. I don't know. Do you dress your pets up all year long? I guess for the holidays. People usually do for like the holidays. A Santa hat, Halloween costume. I'm talking about everyday fashion for your pets here. It's okay. After I make these bandanas, Dia will probably be fashionable all year long. Again, speaking of comfort, no buckles because I want the bandana to be lightweight and people tend to have their own collars already. I don't want it to be a collar bandana. As a bonus feature, I did think about like a double-sided bandana so that you can have 2 designs in one. That might be something for the future to think about though, because right now I just want to focus on having a pattern out first. I have considered the very normal, you know, typical square for a bandana pattern. I think this would be the easiest, right? I don't know. Bulky at the neck. If you tie it up, that's the other problem. You have to tie it. Some people tie it weirdly. There's a specific way that if you tie it like that, the size becomes adjustable and dangerous for dogs and cats. The other pattern that I tried to sew are basically just triangles. Now that I look at them, there's nothing really wrong with them. This is a backup idea. I have thought of like bandanas that you can just like insert the collar. Like if I fold this over, it'll make a channel so that you can insert your own collar in and then just have the front be a bandana. But I kind of like the aesthetics of it going all the way around instead of just like a bib almost. I've also seen bandanas that are basically, okay, imagine these are like two of the same, but it looks like this, and then you put like snaps. Again, it would form like a channel so that you can like basically clasp this onto your own pet collar. I do like that design too, but I feel like that's just a lot of fabric. And again, it would do the bib effect. I'm currently leaning away from the bib pattern and going for a full 360 bandana. Let's go and draft this. In the meantime, I made a smaller prototype just to compare things. This is what we were going for. The more that I extend these flaps on the bigger prototype here, the more I'm realizing that it's a big waste fabric. It's supposed to form this giant square essentially, and the problem with that is that in the middle, I'm essentially, unlike this one, carving out a giant eyeball-shaped piece of fabric that is not used for anything else. I mean, I could use it for other products, that's not a problem, but I just feel like it's not optimizing the use of the space, and it's kind of making me feel icky about it. Yeah, my brain really likes optimization. So I'm just debating on whether I go all the way through with this, or if I should just abandon right now and go back to this more triangular fabric pattern. Maybe I can make something that is kind of between these two, like a more obtuse angle that also has the curvature. The curvature is basically so that it fits around something that is round better than if it was this straight thing. As you can see, it like kind of slants compared to this one sits a little bit straighter. I don't know. Somebody give me the answer, please. I do not like fabric waste, and I know that I will probably find a way to reuse it and minimize it, but might as well include it into the design right off the bat so that I can reduce the excess scraps right now is what I'm trying to get to. Ecological dance. Flipping this thing around. Goodbye. Goodbye, progress. Fresh slate, kind of. I haven't done this much geometry, ruler, math since high school. And they said you wouldn't need this anymore when you grow up. Kids, stay in school, study hard. It's like 3:20 and the sun is setting in like 30 minutes, so I'm definitely not gonna finish this today. But I did say I'd have a prototype by the end of this studio vlog, so you guys will get a prototype done. Hello, it is day 2 of getting this bandana sample completed. I have here a very cute fabric that I bought specifically to work on samples. This is the fabric that made me think maybe I shouldn't just use my own fabric in my little future shop, but, you know, consider different already designed fabrics too. So we have our pattern here, and then after tracing it and sewing it together, we will learn to install some metal snap-on buttons that I got myself. This will be a first, and I am kind of scared. to mention that I also got these brand tags a really long time ago. That was just me committing and biting the bullet, but I got these tags a really long time ago. I want to try to put them on. I mean, I committed to buy them, so it's a little bit too late. I kind of have to use them. I can't change my logo anymore for now, but I also have these square ones. Do find these tags a little bit too big, but it's okay. We're gonna use them anyways. I thought that I could just leave the two ends open and then top stitch it to make it pretty at the end, but there's not enough space to turn everything inside out. So seam rip a little bit. I'm either gonna have to rethink how I design the edges here if I want to continue turning it inside out from the two tips. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to leave it open somewhere in the middle, which I want to avoid because this is the pretty part. And I want to avoid top stitching as much as possible. I'm gonna do something I've never done before, and that's use an iron on my projects. Let's iron this down, figure out a way to close the end here, and then we can try to install the snap-on button. Got this wool press pad thing because I thought it would be more portable than a ironing board. I also don't own an ironing board, so I thought this would be a better option. Smells like manure. And that's how you know it's real wool? Question mark? This is not scary at all. So I got myself 3 sizes of snap-on buttons. So I'm hoping to use extra small, medium, and large. One of 10, 12, and 15 millimeters. Since we're trying to make a medium-sized bandana, we are going to use the medium-sized metal snap press button stud thingies. It comes with 4 pieces that we need to assemble, so let's figure out how that works. YouTube, how to install snap metal snap buttons. Okay, what I've learned, hole puncher, hammer, stabilizer, splicer, 2 bottom pieces, 2 top pieces. Something maybe useful. It's either I use this to stretch a hole or I use this to punch a hole. I was gonna use a test fabric, but you know what? This is a test sample anyways, so let's rock and roll. So I said I wanted this bandana to be between 20 and 22 inches wide. I'm aiming for 16 and 20. Identify the front side, this piece at the bottom, this piece at the top. Sorry, I need to punch a hole first. I just opened a board game and I have a bunch of these cardboard pop-out things. So I think this is gonna be perfect to go right under and protect my desk. That didn't do anything. You know what? Let me try this. That went in. This thing under, and then this thing over, and then we bang away. Sorry, neighbors. I think that worked. We will only know if it actually worked once we install the other side. to put it together and it does not snap. Because it seems that when I installed the first one, something happened that wasn't supposed to happen. I don't know how to explain it, but the inside kind of like splurged over into where that is supposed to go in here. So I need to find a way to fix that or undo this. I'm not sure I can salvage this, to be honest. I think I'm just gonna have to try and yank this out so I can install a new one. Like, 2 pliers? Despite the failed button though, I must say, the vision is cute. The vision is visioning. This color is perfect. It's like a rose gold, which is my favorite of the golds. Oh, I'm totally massacring the button. There is no salvaging this. Woo! Sad, sad, sad smushed button. Whoa. I'm just gonna bang this in really slowly and hopefully I can control it. It's still starting to do the thing. What if I spin it? Okay, spinning it worked. We continue. And, oh, look at that. Provides a little hinge. Accommodate for the different dog chest shapes. I have a second button to install down here just so that each bandana is slightly adjustable. My little golden buttons are buttoning, so that is wonderful. This is if you button it on the top setting, you can still see the bottom button, but it's not that big of a distraction. And you know what? It just adds a little bit more pizzazz, if anything. And then you can button it on the further button if you want. And in that case, you'll get a little golden detail at the top, which I don't really mind. I don't really mind at all. Yeah, it's so cute. This is the furthest setting. Oh, for you, I think. Oh my god. Oh, the early sunsets are knocking me. Okay, this is a button. This is bandana. I will go try it on my dog right now. Show you guys some footage here. There have been ups and downs and a lot of head scratching and U-turns, but you know what? We got to the end. This is my bandana prototype. I'm gonna make the different sizes. When I get the proper fabric, I will be producing them in those so that I can take photos and start prepping for Artist Alley applications. Crafty artist. Yeah, I'm a crafty artist. What am I saying? I also draw the patterns, so digital artist too. Artiste. It is December 31st as I am filming this. I don't know when I'm gonna post this, but I hope you guys had in the past a wonderful holidays, and I will wish you guys Happy New Year's right now. I will probably take a nap, edit some videos, wait for the new episode of Stranger Things. Thank you guys for joining in this mental adventure that I went on in my room. Introverted. There are 2 to 3 more products I want to make, so tune in again next time to see what we whip up. If you haven't seen the patterns that we are working on already, then you can check the video over here. And if you want to see what we work on next, then you can check the video over here. New year, same endeavors, but the ball is rolling. On that, I will say see you next time, maybe. Does this fit me? Nice. I am modeling my own design.